Here we go. Oh, my acting days. Okay. Well. Okay. Like the Grateful Dead or something.
Jimi Hendrix, Hey Joe.
Is that what it is? Yeah. There you
go.
Yeah.
Mitch Mitchell.
Okay. Now, so it's fine. You know, your grip is in pretty good shape, right?
Yeah. No, it's the thing. My finger was kind of like pointing, seemed a little fun, kind of like pointing a little bit, but.
Okay. See, that's what you're focusing. That's not what I was focusing on. But
yeah.
Your grip was okay, right? And your time is good. You know, it's musical. You know, you're listening. And the only way you really develop is to go out and play with people.
Mm.
I mean, you can, everyone, you know, some people perhaps drums mean something different to them. They're not professional drummers, perhaps, and it's something else to them. It's a different kind of journey, and that's okay too. But the idea of going out and playing, you know,
right.
The interaction with other human beings is also just wonderful, you know. I put up a video yesterday and I kept it in because the bass player, Chris, told a joke.
Yeah.
It's really charming, you know, and you hang out and you exchange ideas. I always learn something having people over, you know. Every time I go to a gig, you'll learn so much, not even just through playing, but just through interaction.
Oh,
you know? And so anyway, so what are we doing today? Get today, today get go today, today today. I didn't see any motion. I saw day. My finger pointing a little bit. Who cares about that? It's like, where's you gotta get that thing rocking.
Right.
Rocking in terms of the thing moving back and forth, right? So that's what I would be focused on the next time you go to play is where are the motions, right? Because you're learning them, you're doing well. Now you see, and this is why you got to play, because this Greg Bissonette who taught me years ago, my first time I met him, is at Le Cafe in Encino, and he said, see, and he had his Walkman. Said, I record every time I play, which I copied immediately.
Yeah.
And then they came out with a Zoom, and I zoomed everything I played. And you start to learn. And sometimes it's painful to listen back to yourself. And sometimes it's you know, hey, you know, sometimes you think you played pretty well and it's not quite what you thought. Other times you think you didn't play that well, and you know, hey, I sound okay there.
Yeah, that's funny.
Gotta keep at it. And it's really cool that you recorded it. So now you can go back to it. And it gives you the opportunity to have me take a look at it and chime in, right?
Right. Yeah, that's what I figured. That's pretty much the reason I did it, you know.
It's awesome. Yeah. And so yeah, what we want to do is recognize that we're not learning these strokes in a vacuum, never to see the light of day, right? These strokes we're learning to make music through motions, and we learn the motions via these strokes. Okay, so let's continue on the journey, and just with that concept, it will change the way you play. next time around, I'll be fascinated.
Yeah, yeah.
I will be. Okay. Also, you can put on a loop and just work on your motions. A loop at about that speed, if
Yeah.
you have one. They're on the internet. You can get loops. Yeah.
Yeah, I got like loops and play along tracks. I got a bunch of stuff like that I can work on.
Yeah, you should do that. Okay. And often you can control this. I think you can control the speed on some of those loops. I'm not sure. I know I can on my Elisa's drum kit, electric kit. So anyway, it's another. Or you put the metronome on.
Yeah, good old-fashioned metronome.
Correct. And you sing the tune to yourself because you're a guitar player.
Yeah.
I know you can sing, right? So you just sing the tune to you, and which is you should always be doing. I'm always singing. If you watch my videos, I'm singing the tune. Sometimes maybe I should be a little more. I don't want to get in the way, but I'm hearing that, and that's what happens in jazz. You're always hearing the tune, but you're not playing the tune. Right? You're deceiving the audience and playing around. That's musicians for all playing with each other. Because, the thing lands on one, and if you don't land on one, to the audience, it sounds like, well, that loud notation, that sounds like a downbeat, but it's not.
Mm-hmm.
The push, perhaps, or where the hit comes just after the downbeat, and it confuses the ear. And great musicians are really good at, we're playing this like.
Yeah, I was watching a cool Paul Motion documentary. You ever hear that guy, Paul Motion? Yeah, he's cool. He did a lot of that push and pull type of stuff,
That's what jazz is about. So it's which isn't to say to demean playing groove in any way, because that's a whole other challenge unto itself. And some guys are really good at the one thing and not the other, or vice versa. I'd like to. My favorite drummers are what are inside outside players, right? Which I think I've perhaps explained to you. Carlos Vega, you hear that the baked potato with Pat Metheny in playing clave in 7. It's a crazy thing. It's like, wow, what on earth? And then you'll hear him on the soundtrack to Grease, playing Hopefully Devoted to You.
Yeah.
Right? And it's perfect. So he can cross that divide so that there is no divide. So it's a good idea to know how to play jazz, and that will complement your time playing and vice versa. Okay, so we're working on the Swiss triplet, and I came up with kind of a cool exercise for you. But let's I want to keep you moving. So let's see, Swiss. Alternated flams into quarter note triplets. Well, why don't we start there? Let's just ease into this thing. So put the metronome on at 80. Okay. I think we're doing it here, playing half notes. And I had and I think we turned it around, didn't we? I had 8 alternating flams and 7 quarter note triplets. And you're supposed to count that because the quarter note triplet thing has been a bit of a challenge. But you've had it more than once. It's nothing really. As you go along, you realize it's nothing.
Yeah.
And alternating flams. Now this is really about. Let me before you just let me say. See, this isn't just about. See, this is so cool that you go out and playing and sending me stuff. This isn't just about playing alternating flams and quarter note triplets. It's about how does this connect to playing music?
Right.
This is supposed to be music. It's an exercise, but I'm always thinking about how these things would work in music. So just keep that in the back of your mind, right? This isn't some kind of clinical abstract device. that's supposed to be cool.
Yeah.
It is cool. It is a bit abstract, but it's very much connected to real world playing. Very practical, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and display this.
Now, I don't know if I think I might have actually been playing it wrong. So I'm playing half notes at first. I was doing quarter notes. So I'm actually doing half notes to begin with. Okay.
Yeah. Self-explains. They're using the click as a timing for the motion. The click in between gives you a sense of the timing of when you would go up, right? No. No. Okay. So it's okay. No, let me. It's not. Right. It's just.
One and a two and a one and a two and a one and a two and a one and a two. One and a two and a one and a two and a one and a two and a one.
Oh, you're pro improved. Hey. Now go back to flams. The right speed? Let's find out. Who are we throwing? I had you doing it this way. Right? Yeah. One and a two and a three and a four and a one and a two. Slower to give you, because notice the timing. Isn't the timing the same? Let's see. See? Then, see, the timing is the same. That's why I gave this to you, to give you this feeling. And we're just trying to get this happening. And you can feel it in the form of a flam. And then we can feel it in the form of triplets. And we get an upstroke. So it gives you the up too. Because when we're playing flams at that speed, there's no upstroke. Just a little turn and an up motion. Okay? So go for it.
Yeah, so I was doing it totally wrong.
Okay.
All right, so.
Become a little pedantic, isn't it?
One and two and
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Okay, and I have to be okay. So, but I know you can do this. So let's just get the triplets unto themselves. Let's just focus on that. So you need your metronome on.
One and a two and
a... No, it's not. No, it's da 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 da
one and a two.
Hey, you play that shape. No, now what? Just a sec. Because we're trying to connecting this to you being out of the real world playing music. Okay.
Right, yeah, it's that shuffle thing, yeah. So
this is music. I'm hearing it as music. So it's one and at this speed. Okay, so it's one and two. So let me make sure. Hold on. So we're going one and 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. 1 and a 2 and 1 and a 2. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. 1, 2. See, the metronome is a quarter note. Thinking of the metronome as a quarter note. And if we're going to play quarter note triplets, that means for every 2 clicks, it's a metric modulation. You're going to play 3 notes. So for just as simple with not counting or anything. The Africans probably weren't counting. It was going click, click, and one of the guys went. And see? So you get click, click. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. You get 3 notes for every 2 clicks instead of 2. Here's you're going to add 1 more note. So now you get 3 notes. Okay? So that's what's happening now. We have to count it. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. 1 and a 2 and a 1. You can just count the 2 if you want. 1 and a 2 and 1 and a 2 and a, right? Murray, it's in 6/8, so that would, but we're thinking of it as triplets. We're playing.
Yeah. So if I'm just throwing, I'm going. So it'll be from 1, 2, 3.
Count.
1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 2 and a.
Yeah, but we're the little notes. 1 and you have to make throws. This is cool, man. 1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and so count it. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and 1 and a 2 and a so those other notes are little. And in fact, there's enough. 1 and up, 1 and a 2 and a 3 and up. So the ahs are ups.
Yeah. 1 and up.
No. Da.
And so it'll be 1 and a 2.
No.
And
No, don't play what you're counting. The counting helps to guide you. You're playing half as much as you're counting. 1 and a 2 and a.
1 and a 2
Oh.
and 1 and a 2 and 1 and a 2 and yeah. So
it'll be 1 and a 2 and. Just do that. 1 and a 2 and.
1 and a 2 and.
That's it.
1 and a 2 and. Oh yeah, so I was going too fast. 1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 2 and.
There you go.
A 2 and a 1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 1 and a 1 and a 2 and a 1.
Don't play. To get it, use the little device I gave you. Just get the first little part of it. That'll set it up for you. 1 and a 2 and. That's one. Just go in one way.
A 2 and.
That's all it is. And it goes the other way.
A 2 and.
And it goes the other way. The left throws.
And a 2 and.
Now go the other way. Start left.
And
Start left.
And 1 and.
No, just start left. Just stop. Just start left.
A 2 and.
You see? That's all it is. And it goes the other way.
A 2 and.
It goes the other way.
1 and a 2 and.
Right, and you just keep it going. 1 and a 2 and 1 and a 2 and. There it is.
1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 2. 1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 2.
1 and a 2 and. 1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 2. So it's 1 and yeah. So the first left. If you're using that device to start, 1 and a 2 and. So 1 and a 2 and. 1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 2 and a 1. Just get the first part of it.
A 2 and.
There it is. Now go the other way.
A 2 and a 2.
No.
1 and a 2 and a 2 and.
Oh, start again. Let's get the first part with the upstroke.
1 and a 2 and.
There it is. Now go the other way doing that. Starting left.
1 and a 2 and. 1 and a 2 and.
Yeah. Now go the other way.
And a 2 and.
Now go the other way.
1 and a 2 and.
There you go. Now put them together.
A 2 and.
So wait.
Yeah, so I'm actually going to throw both of them. So 1 and a 2 and a 2. 1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 2.
Second note's always the up. After the throw.
Up.
After the throw. Up. After the throw, it's up. Up.
1 and a 2 and a.
Up. Got to be an after the right throws, the left goes up.
Right.
No, the left goes up.
And, all right.
No, the left goes up, doesn't it? 1 and a 2. Yeah, the left goes up. After the throw, the first note goes up. That goes up. Then the right's going to go up after the left throw.
1 and a 2 and 1 and a 1 and a 2 and 1 and a 2
Up.
Ah.
Up. Sexy, isn't it? See, because that timing without emotion has a certain quality to it. And then when we put emotion in, then suddenly the dance begins. Now we're dancing.
And a 1 and a 1 and what am I doing wrong?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
1, a 2 and a 1. Just do that. 1 and a 2 and a 1.
1 and a 2 and a 1.
1 and a 2 and a 1.
1 and a 2 and a.
And then the left will make the
1 and a 2 and a 1. So I'm going up this one. That's when we're getting tripped up when I swing. 1 and a 2 and a. Right?
No. The left. So I think it is. It's all cool.
Yeah.
1 and a 2 and. Just do that. 1 and up.
And
Do that again.
1 and a 2
Up.
and
See? That's all it is.
a 2 and a 1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 2.
There you go. You got it.
And a 1, a 2 and a 1 and a 2.
Now play flams. Half
Ah.
note. The same motion. Just play flams. You got it.
And a 1
Now
and
flams. Play flams. Don't stop. Flams.
2 and a 1 and a 2.
Flams.
Flams are gonna
Flams.
really hanging on by a thread here.
No, you're doing great. That's going to be the same speed. That's why I gave you this extra. Play flams.
A 2 and
No,
1.
don't play the triplet. Flams.
Oh. 1, 2,
1 and a 2.
1, 2, 3, 4.
The same speed.
And a 1 and a 2 and a
1, see, the same speed. Flam. Flam. The motions are the same speed.
yeah.
Then it goes see, it's the same speed. There. See, that's the speed of your throws for the triplets.
2, 3, 4.
We go 1 and a 2 and a 1 and now go play the triplets. Same motion.
And a 1 and a
See,
2
there it is.
and a 2 and a 1 and a 2.
Okay, all right. So that's what the exercise is. You need to work on this again.
Yeah, I totally was playing the wrong thing when I was practicing it.
So it's cool. You got it now. All right. So I don't. But playing 8 alternating flams seems a little bit excessive. So this is it. 3, 4. Maybe we should just go. Maybe we should just keep it going one way. 2, 3, 4, and we'll just turn it around. And 2 and 3. Okay, so I'll just shorten it a little bit. Not have it turn around by having you play an odd number.
Yeah.
Of triplets. We'll just go one way and then you stop and start the other way to give your mind a chance to breathe. Right? It's like, yeah.
Yeah, I gotta woodshed this sucker.
Yeah, it's cool though because I just improved your IQ.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it. Okay. Okay, so you're doing okay on that now. And it's challenging. It seems like it's a simple little thing, and it is. And yet, at the beginning, just trying to get your head around, reading and counting.
Yeah, it's a trip. And then when I try to add the feet in there, that's a whole. Once I start adding the feet, that's another. I'm falling off the cliff when I do that.
Feet as well, but we'll get to that. That's cool. Okay. And then we had, the Swiss triplets as throws. right?
Yeah.
And so let's see. So I believe I had you. So let's try it here. So we were at 80 for this last exercise. That's perfect. I had you starting at 60 for this one. Let's see if this would work for we are currently where you are. So is it too fast? Okay, that's fine. Okay, so you another
Stay at 80.
I gave you a couple cool exercises actually. I enjoy practicing them.
Yeah.
And so, well, excuse me. What we're doing is we're just throwing for the Swiss triplets. You can start with a pickup if you want. It doesn't matter. Oh. Okay, now stop. Okay, so now what we're going to work on is the throw.
Yeah.
It's not digging your throw. I didn't really get it. And you know, you had moments of greatness.
Mm.
I think it was your flams were a little iffy, but at one point you started to play triplets and you were, I don't know, maybe you're throwing for every one of them or something, but suddenly the sticks started to fly around.
Yeah.
And it looked really good. You see, what we're looking for is to get this stick the freedom to move through this 3-finger area. We've talked about this, right? I need you to feel the stick be able to, so that the back finger's not clutching. They're just in position, but they're not even on the stick for me. But I don't make a big deal out of it. They're just in a comfortable, natural position. But the grip is up here, somewhere up in here, okay? Right? And we talked about the Carlos Vega idea that the fulcrum might be somewhere in the middle. And there's different ways to look at it.
Right.
For simplicity right now, what we're doing right now, that would be a good way to think about it. So you're just going to relax your arm. The motion in parts, because it's one smooth fluid motion or it isn't it. But if we did it in parts, first you'd get this part, right? Get this part, so just do this with me. Okay, yeah, all right, don't point your finger. All right, you get this part. Come up a little more. Come on up. Come on up. Then finally your elbow started to relax. Okay, come back down. So roll back down. There, you see. There's a little something going on, but I'm not focused on it at all. I'm just making this motion with that 3-finger grip. And then I'm going to come up and I'm going to let that stick fly up. No. Oh, you're busted. But you know what? You busted yourself. See that? No. See, I'm worried about those back. See, those back fingers are like, hey. Yeah, and which is why sometimes maybe taking them off altogether, but that can create other problems. So this is where this technique is a little tricky. So the stick should be able to flow through here. Well, just make the motion, just stay in the left for a minute. Okay, you can go to the, you're in the left.
Switch to the right just because my left's a little gimpy, so let me switch over to the right hand.
Okay. Right. So at this point, the stick is away from the palm, isn't it? See, so what we're trying to do is we get to here and we turn the wrist up. Yeah. Right. And come back further. More. Touch your shoulder. You see? Yeah, see, the stick can go all the way back. Because it's free. We don't do this with the back fingers. It's not this technique. Yeah, we're like that. So we're just going to come up to about here, huh? I just come up so the stick is really coming up. Mine's almost coming up to perpendicular to the floor. You can do that. Why is your elbow sticking out? The elbow is by the side. And then it just pops out ever so slightly as we begin our journey up. Better. There you go. You're back. Come on, let that stick really. There you go. Relax your elbow. Just relax it. Just focus on that. There you go. See, the elbow will start to work right if you get this thingamabob working. Right? Just focus in here. Come on, turn up. Things will, if you leave everything alone, it'll start to work like that. That's what you weren't playing your flams like that. Now go and play the other hand like that. Make a throw on the other hand. The other hand. One smooth motion. You got to get that stick to come up. See, it's a little constipated. Come on, let it come up. Let it come up. Let it roll through these 3 fingers. I can feel it rolling through the first finger and thumb. You feel it roll through the first finger and thumb as well, through the guide? Come on up a little more. There it is. There it is. Yeah, don't be afraid to really come up. Don't be afraid to come up. 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 And the down will take care of itself. You really come up, everything will work. Okay. Go ahead and play flams like that. Alternate flams, that speed. You just stay down for the little tap, and then you make that whipping motion. Come on, turn all the way to the ceiling. Come on. Come on, turn up. Relax your arms, it's good. It's starting to happen, see? See, that's better. See how much more snappy that is?
Yeah.
Dick would say often. Jason, Dick would say often, Kevin, it's kind of how you were playing when you came in today. Watch. I'm doing it wrong. Because it kind of could almost look right. You didn't really know.
Yeah.
Right? He'd say, Kevin, you're just shoving. You're just shoving. And I am. Where's the wrist turn? See, it looks like there's something like a wrist turn of some. Don't play for a sec, just absorb. This is really, even though it kind of looks like there's some wrist, that's shoving. Okay, what we want to do is turn. We want to see, I'm not shoving. My energy is turning. I'm turning. I'm not shoving. See the difference? Big difference. Okay, so you want to learn to do that. Turn your wrists like that. Okay, so what we're doing now is we're playing the Swiss triplet timing without the Swiss triplet. But you see what I'm talking about? Here's shoving. This is you a second ago. Now, there. Look at the difference. Now relax. That is, it's totally different. So go ahead and do what you were just doing because it was really good. And this was triplet timing. Ta 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 ta. I think it's too fast. Keep playing. There, it's starting to come. There's plenty of time. It's not even that fast. Okay? I'm coming right up to my glasses. Look, I'm coming up to my glasses. There you go. Woo. Tail through this area. Let it be free. Turn that into Swiss triplets. Yeah, there you go. Keep turning up here. Almost up to your nose. Yeah. Now you're going to go into eighth note throws. Eighth note throws. Eighth note, not Swiss triplet. There it is. Don't lose your throw. Where'd your throw go? It's going back to turning up. It's not about the elbow moving around in the left. It's about turning up. It's easier than what you were just doing, I think. Right now we're just playing eighth notes. And now we're going to turn. Come on, turn up, 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 think up. It's not, relax your. Look at my elbow in my right and left. Look at my elbow. Okay, stop. Some people find the Swiss triplet timing more difficult. Okay. That's interesting. Okay, so you're close. You got the Swiss triplet. So somehow it's in your left. You've got this kind of thing happening. You're trying to turn up, and your arm is starting to do. And the more the arm comes out, the less you're focused on turning. Because the elbow isn't doing this. The elbow is doing. Watch. It doesn't try to get on top of it. The elbow's. It kind of feels like the elbow's underneath it. It's just swiveling a little to accommodate a straightness of trajectory. Okay. So the elbow is just going to do that. See, I get to here, and then I turn up. And let's see. And then my elbow starts to come in. See? The heaviest part of the arm may fall first. But it's watch. The elbow comes in, seems like as I turn up, starts to come in. And then finishes this journey, or abdication, as you get to the surface, and the whole thing is one smooth, seamless motion. Make a throw on your left and remind yourself of what the elbow is or isn't doing. Okay, let's just break it down. First part of it, not bad. See, the elbow's kind of loose right now. Now what happens? That's what you're not doing. The elbow kind of started to come in, didn't it? I know. Why did it go out? Let it fall in. It's going to start to, let's finish it. Okay, now go up. Don't finish the stroke. It's coming in. Now, as you go to the surface, it's going to come all the way in. Yeah, it just comes all the way in. No. And finish, come down like that. See? The elbow barely moves. Yeah, right. Turn all the way up to your face, all the way up to your face. That'll give you, there it is. You got it. See how powerful that is? That's the 1-inch death punch. If you were to make it really tiny, got to turn up to the ceiling. Don't lose that part of it, but much better. Okay, so now you're going to do that as eighth notes. Metronome on. 60. Elbow. Okay? Now we're thinking about the elbow. The elbow's going to come in as you turn up. But if you don't turn up, the elbow won't come in because you won't be giving yourself the opportunity to feel that part of the motion. There you start to come along. Okay, yeah, really come up. Okay, turn that into doubles. Not too bad. Okay, Swiss triplet throws. Swiss triplet throws. Come on, don't lose the elbow. The elbow started to just kind of stay out here in the left. You got to get the whole thing. Now we're doing eighth notes. Look at my elbow. My elbow is almost by my side the whole time. Look at my right hand. Look at my right elbow. Look at my right elbow. It's almost, you can barely see it pop out. At this speed, then we're going to start to play doubles. Okay, back to the triplets. Motion, it's a throw. Elbow, relax it in the left. Turn up. Swiss triplets. Eighth note throws. Elbow, elbow. Eighth note throws. Turn up, 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 up. Elbow comes in. Your elbow's going out on the way down in the left. There, relax it. Just let it hang by your side. Keep it hanging here. Doubles, doubles. All right. Okay, okay. All right, start That's what you want to do on your drum set.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, you've got something happening here. I was trying to get something going here, right?
Yeah.
The band is starting to go, oh, wait a minute. We're supposed to be, we're out of sync for a minute. There, we're back. Okay, I freaked the computer out for a second. But we want to that'll turn into music. Now, that doesn't mean we always play loud.
Right.
But, when you're playing a rock thing, Jimi Hendrix, you can let the sticks fly. But we're not talking about volume necessarily. We're just talking about getting a flow, getting movement, creating the dance. Okay, so pull out Flam accent number 2. Let's do one more thing. Boom, ba, ba, ba. Boom, boom, ba, ba, da. Remember, you were playing that lick too. It wasn't that tune, but you were playing a triplet.
Yeah, it's got that definitely triplet feel to that song, yeah.
Something like this, and then you went. See, that's got to be clean.
Yeah.
But you got around. You went around the whole set and came back to the snare drum. I noticed. Okay, Flam accent number 2. We're revisiting this. You played this stroke before. Now, Dick Wilson, if I recall, would have us throw for the ta-twum. This is the Murray Spivak ta-twum, okay? That's this thing that he would do. Ta-twum, ta-twum. So you're throwing for 2, and the second note will be the grace note for the Flam. So it'll look like this. Let's see. That's a ta-twum. The other way it would go ta-twum, ta-twum. And then it goes ta-twum, twum. Don't play, just take it in. See, it's not necessarily how loud we could, but see, it's got that nice, settled thing. Bang to go. But good. Okay, so we're into triplet land, right? That's feeling. So
back to 40 here.
See if you could just, without the metronome, play a ta-twum.
So I'm throwing.
Murray would use that onomatopoeia, that to help you get the stroke.
So let's go for a triplet. So, and this is going to be an upstroke.
What we're going to do is we're going to start with the last note. We're just let's look at the first bar. He writes it in 4 different ways, okay? But it's all the same thing. So if you look at the first bar, we're in 6/8. We're going to start with the pickup. That would be the ta-twum. I don't mind if you want to start with the pickup. That would be the pickup. So you see how the last 8th note of the 6/8 bar is a left. See?
Yeah. That'll be an upstroke, right? No, that'll be a.
No. That is the throw. That left is followed by another left, which is the appoggiatura for the right Flam.
Right.
So that's all I want is 2 lefts and a right. So you're going to throw into the left. Here's our throw again. You're throwing in ta-twum. You got to let that go ta-twum.
Ta-twum.
There you go.
Ta-twum.
Now, forget the whole thing you just worked on. narrow 3-finger grip. The stick is moving through the slot here, drop it in the slot. And we're relaxing the arm so the elbow does what it's supposed to do. So the throw's not going to be quite as high, but you're still going to get that nice flow and motion. There you go. No, you're playing. Stop! Don't steal my exercise before I tell you. See, that's why I'm giving you this, because it's a no-brainer. It seems obvious. Okay, now go the other way. Play the Flam the other way. There you go. Kind of easy, isn't it? See, the second note precedes the left downstroke, so you have that Flam. Now go both ways. Oh, you gotta keep throwing. Already I got you going.
Yeah. What am I doing here?
You gotta raise both hands. Okay, so you go raise, and then you raise the other hand first. Then it goes backwards. Then the left goes, and then the right has to raise. So if you weren't making, okay, stay with me for just a second. Like I broke down the Swiss triplet and the doubles by just having you play the throws with the timing of a Swiss triplet, or 8th notes could turn into 16th note or turn into doubles. That we could look at it that way. If we weren't going to play all aspects of this stroke and we were breaking it down to its lowest common denominator, I think it would just do this. There's the pickup.
That's like a Swiss triplet, basically, right?
Oh, it goes back and forth. Yeah, see? It does that. And now just make the first hand that throws, turn it into a double. Have it. There it is. There it is. You got it.
It's a little tricky. Hold on. So
that's what you want to do on the drum set. Gotta let it bounce. There it is. There it is. Hold on a sec. So you're not quite 60. Tap, thumb, tap. It might be too fast for you, but then I don't know if this exercise. Thumb, tap, thumb, tap. What about 52? Let's see. Ta drum, ta drum, ta drum, ta drum. Okay, go ahead and play it at 52.
I can't get the doubles in there.
It's good though. You've got to be willing to let that stick rock through that narrow fulcrum area. Only turn once for it. It'll feel very much like doing it without the doubles. Just stick at the surface a little bit longer and giving the stick a chance to rebound. Come on, just get the throws. Just get the throws again. I'll have you practice just the throws as well. Play the Flam accent number 2. Add the double.
What is it?
Just add the double now. You're playing the Flam accent number 2. It's harder, slower, isn't it? A little harder, slower, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now that rebound You can't just turn and throw and hope that it bounces because it's fast enough that you've got the momentum to get that up. There it is. Just do it left. Your left is failing right now. So just do it tetlam left. Just the tetlam left. And stop. No, stop. You didn't raise your right there. Stop. Yeah, keep doing it. Do it that way. Just keep going in time. And stop. Click. Tatlam. Click. Tatlam. Click. Tatlam. That's all it is. Now go the other way and leave the click. Tatlam. Click. Tatlam. Click. 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 There you go. Now go the other way. Click. Click. Go back and forth with a click in between. Click. Click. See, it's nothing. It feels very kind of fun to play, isn't it? It's just blah, 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 blah. Click. Tatlam. Now you got to go back and forth. You got to raise right away. Now the hand that made the raise comes up. And that raises right away. Not played in time. Raise, 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 raise. Now just go back to the motions. Raise, raise, raise. There you go. Raise, raise. You got it. Okay.
Twisting me up. It's there. I'm at the edge of it, but
here's where we're gonna go with it. Yeah, you are. You go, dude. Okay, you're starting to be able to play. Sound nice and solid, man. Put that on the drum set. Okay, so here's what I was gonna do with you. Turn off your metronome for a sec. Four, five, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. I should turn it around. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're into the right. So if you played 5, 3, 4, 5, and 4 Swiss triplets. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. That turns it around. Faster, right? Okay, so you can play twice as fast. Not yet, right? So, so what we're doing is we're going from this exercise into Swiss triplets. Try playing the tetlam, tetlam. So what the motions would be this. Four, 5, 1, 2. There's the tetlams without the tetlams. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. There's a Swiss triplet throw. See? It's pretty slow. Can you do it?
Not quite sure where I'm at here.
Just emotions, you want to go for it. You can do it. Go for it.
So I'm doing this 5 times. What is it?
4, 5 Swiss triplets.
Man, lost the night. 1, 2.
Swiss triplets, good. Now turn it around for the tetlum. See, the tetlum is like the Swiss triplet going back and forth or something. Raise, raise, raise. Okay. Just play the motions. Just play the motions. Okay, go into the Swiss triplet motion.
So that stays the same.
Yeah, it's going to stay the same. Maybe we'll do what we did with the exercise and not turn around. Yeah. Just Swiss triplets until you're comfortable. There you go. Okay, now play the motion of the just the throw for the plum, Flam accent. And when you're ready, turn that into accent number 2. Raise, 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 raise. Turn that into the stroke. Yeah, man. Raise, raise. It's raise, raise. You got to raise. You got to actually raise. Both hands, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Back and forth. There it is. There it is. Into the Swiss triplet.
Puts my head up there.
See, it might be fast. It might be easier faster. I'm not sure. Let's see. See, at 60, the doubles are easier to achieve. Let's see. So we have because it's much slower, and the Swiss triplets are a little hard to would you throw for see, now I'm not throwing for the tetlum. I'm playing an upstroke. Tetlum, 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 a little throw maybe for the Swiss triplet at speed. Right, see what I'm doing?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter, but at a certain point, see at that speed, and I had to think about it. Like, okay, at this speed, what feels normal and relaxed? Why would I throw for the tetlum at this speed? Because we're at like what 120 here. I was playing it twice as fast. So now the tetlums go tetlum, 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 not tetlum, tetlum. They're not throwing for it. It's too fast. Tetlum, 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 ta-ta. See, tetlum, 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 ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta, or maybe not throw for the triplets. I'm not sure. Or you could right somewhere in between. Okay. Let's try it at 60 one more. See, one more time. Just play the motions of the tetlum. Turn that into the stroke. See, it's easier, isn't it? See, the double comes easier. Now play the Swiss triplet. Turn that into the stroke. There you go. See, you can do it. Go back to the tetlum. Raise, 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 see? Raise, 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 gotta raise. Don't sing the stroke to yourself. Also, not just that. You also want to feel what's the body doing to accomplish that. You gotta raise, not just sing it to yourself and play it wrong. Raise, raise. You see how easy that is? You're looking good, man. You're looking real loosey-goose, flexible.
I just can't get the I just gotta let it go, get that bounce going and going, yeah.
Okay, so
just for yeah, I'm gonna have to figure that out though. It's a little bit of a.
I know you will. I know you will. And so we'll play it at 52 up to 60. Okay.
Yeah.
At See, that's the problem with rebounds. You slow it down to help the student get their head around it, and now the
Yeah,
student
it's like it's hard to play. Physically, it's hard to play. Yeah.
And so there's a intricate balance of sorts based on, and it has to do with the surface as well, depending on how bouncy your surface is. Things would change if we went on to the non-bounce pad, right? Which will do as well, because once you really start to get this, your body would just say, "Oh, at this point, I'm not going to rebound. It won't rebound. I'll turn twice."
Yeah.
And your body just makes that adjustment. And Murray Spivak talked about that, where he's just teaching you about, I think, different pressures, perhaps in the hand, and how things will adjust to play particular strokes using this technique, so that ultimately you don't have to even think about it.
Yeah.
That was turning off the camera.
Yep.
Oh, man.